You guys know the deal. When they lose, it's blame balls. When they win, it's game balls. Jon Ritchie always with the first crack at it as we go around the horn, which is a bad TV show. I can't believe it's still on 20 years later. Jon Ritchie, first game ball goes to who?
Dallas Goedert. The opening drive of this game was the Dallas drive of the season. He ended up having 4 catches for 45 yards. That's more yardage than than his best game of the year. His best game of the year had been 41 yards receiving. He had more than that on the opening drive. They clearly made an effort to feed him, and he rewarded them.
He's a badass.
That's the way it needs to look.
Yeah.
In the first 15, you jam it full of Dallas Goedert plays.
I'll say this. I'd love for someone to count up at some point how many times in a season, it hasn't been as many this year as last year because obviously he hasn't touched the ball as much this year. How many times does he catch a ball and actually not get tackled? He had a play where there's like 2 dudes on him. They don't physically tackle him, and eventually he is just sort of pushed out of bounds after he's barreled for like another 5 yards. Like, it's amazing how many times the play ends and he doesn't actually land on the ground. He just finally gets ushered out of bounds after he got an extra 5-7 yards.
He just fights. And yesterday, again, they continue to use him as a blocker, and he devastates people.
Dude, that one block was unbelievable.
They highlighted it.
They sure did.
Look, that's a fullback block. He's playing fullback on that play. That play is 97 G lead, where you got a guard pulling and kicking out, and he's got to time it up with that guard, get in phase with that guard like a fullback would, read his way through the line of scrimmage to find the play side inside bump linebacker, that inside linebacker, and ISO block him. That is fullback through and through. Yeah. This guy is doing the dirty work.
He's amazing.
He's laying people out, and he's receiving for 117
He's
yards
great.
and a touchdown.
Seltzer, bad of the bone award. Where you going?
Yeah, well, I appreciate him going Goddard. Great game, but obviously leaves the person who deserves it the most for me this weekend. The best performance we saw, Rob Thompson. No, I'm just kidding. It's Jalen Hurts. Hurts was freaking awesome yesterday. Both, obviously, his best running game. Some of those runs were like magic, man. And seeing him run inside, outside, just wherever you need to be, and the accuracy, the throws, like, he's a winner, man. The dude's a winner. So now he's the 22 of the last 23 games that he has started, he's won. He joins Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Jim McMahon, and Joe Montana, the only quarterbacks in the history of football who have done that.
It's incredible. Ray, at bad of the bone award, where you going?
Sean Desai, 0 second-half points, 3 sacks, 101 yards. Rams were 6 of 13 on third downs, and, beat a very, very good quarterback.
I'm in a tough spot here. Guys, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 names written down. I don't know who to say. I got Sirianni written down. I got A.J. Brown. I got DeAndre Swift. I don't think he's going to get it, but he deserves to be mentioned. I got Reddick written down. I got freaking Sue Opeta written down. And I got Bryce Harper written down, which I wasn't planning to cross it weird into the Phils until James joked on Rob Thompson. You know what? First time ever. I'll give you a Phil in the midst of the Eagles' bad of the bone award. I'll give you Bryce Harper.
He was that good.
He was their best player on Saturday night. There's no question.
He didn't even look pleased with it, like with the performance. Like he's still holding back because he knows there's a bigger focus.
Tremendous. So listen, that dude's delivering absolutely wonderful stuff.